here's something that's just for Rob Vaughn. All right, so here what we got is we got a pepper shaker, and so this is pretty hot actually. So the spice, obviously, you put the spice on your meat, and it makes something really hot, you know. So I was thinking about Rob Vaughn, and then I said to myself, you know, honestly, to show a little charisma in the CWF, you should show a little bit of charisma with something that's hot, you know, something that's real hot. So what you can do, Rob Vaughn, and you're getting this idea came to me from Christ to you. What you can do is you take the spice, like you get something really hot, and you're in the match, and you know you're working, and you're in front of the crowd, and so then you kind of show this to the crowd. Hey, crowd, take a look at this. Time to make it get really hot. And so you take your hand, and so Rob Vaughn, you take it, you go ahead and you pour it in your hand. Kind of getting it everywhere. Actually, I'm getting it all over the computer right now. But as you can see in my hand, there's that hotness. If I open up my hand, look. Hold on. Okay, so you can see my hand is getting it hot. Yeah. So tell me, what do you think about that? You know? Using some pepper. Something spicy. Something that'll burn. You know what I mean? Because, you know, it's getting hot in here. As a professional wrestler, Rob Vaughn, you know, you're turning it up. It's getting nice and hot, you know. It's getting really hot. And so since it's getting hot, you know, take the shaker and pour the shaker out. Heck, if you even want to pour the shaker around your body, you could take the shaker and pour it, you know, take the shaker and just do a little bit on the shoulder, right shoulder. Actually, that's the left shoulder. A little bit on the left shoulder, a little bit on the right shoulder, and, you know, it's hot, you know. And so this is what's fantastic about that, is that the fans will see this sort of idea, Rob. In the CWF, they'll see this sort of idea, and they'll be like, oh, wow, that's really neat, because, you know, he made a connection. You know, he made a connection like +1 + 1 = 2, you know? So he made a connection, and so then the fans were like, that's kind of neat, you know? That's really neat. And so this one that I was using was steak sauce. This was steak sauce, but Rob, you could go by all means and use cayenne pepper. And so then you put in that cayenne pepper, you know, you're coming back, and the crowd is cheering, the crowd is going nuts, and you're coming back, and you're working, you're hitting a body slam, you're hitting a punch, spinning back fist, now you're going to the top rope, and then you stop, and you look at the crowd, and what? It's time to get hot. How about that? It's time to get hot. Ain't nothing better than that. I'm using steak seasoning, Rob, but this is an idea that you can take and use for yourself.